Hello. We'll be starting soon. Good morning, everyone. Just getting all of my settings in order. Bear with me, and we'll get started in morning flow. Welcome in, welcome in. All right. Perfecto. All right. This is good. We'll get started at about 6 a.m.
I start my day in silence. Where are my slippers? Where's my notebook? My dreams, write them down. Write down your dreams. Write down your dreams. Don't forget to write down your dreams. More silence. More silence. And now, it's time to go. My journey to where I'm going is steady and still silent. I gather my belongings and my clothes, my garments, my gloves, my socks, my heels, and I put them together in a way that I'm telling a story with my appearance. The silence starts to break. I start to sing to myself. Engage how I feel. I put my clothes on. And still, more silence, more silence. Where's my water? Drink plenty of water. Be fluid. Be one with water. Be one with air. Preparing myself for the adventure. For the purpose of music. For the sound to grow within my belly. I am ready to start my day. I let my vocals carry me to the next moment.
Good morning, good morning. That was kind of a fun song. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Bear with me. That's a little too bouncy for this morning. That's a little too hyped. Let's see. Let's do. It's a genre. All right, I think we are going to go ahead and get started. Let me switch over to our screen. All right, so welcome in to your morning flow. I'm your host, Dr. Steele. We are going to be doing 15 minutes of movement, 15 minutes of meditation, 15 minutes of journaling, and then lastly 15 minutes to plan our day. Hold on 1 second, I will be right back. My phone is updating, so we're gonna go ahead and get started as we come in. So big inhale and exhale. Very good. Big inhale and exhale. Big inhale and exhale. One more time. Big inhale and exhale. Very good. One last time. Big inhale for me. Very good, very good. And then exhale. All right, so we're actually going to be leaving both of our arms up. So we're going to imagine that there's a piece of string pulling us up, and greeting our morning, opening up all that shoulder girdle. Very good. And relax out. Up. Really reach. All the way. Very good. Other side. Reach to those side walls now. All right. Now we're going to go up and we're going to leave our arms up. So from here, we're going to bring them down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make sure that you're sitting upright. Imagine that there's that piece of string pulling your head up, and then really reach both of those arms to those side walls as we begin tiny circles to the front for 10, 7, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now, really reach out of your shoulder joints and exhale to the back, tiny circles. 5. Very good. Reach. Now we're going to come forward with our 10. So now we're going to really reach those wings, the scapulas, and our back as far away from each other as we can. 4, 3, 2, last one. Go ahead and palms to the floor, make a fist, and we're going to pull back for 10. And kind of imagine there's a little bit of tension. You can create tension when there is no tension. So we want to build just a little bit of tension as we're doing this, as we're rowing all the way back. 4, 3, 2, last one. Very good. Now go ahead and turn, and we're going to punch up for 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last 10, and 10. Now go ahead, bring it all the way up. Nice big chest opener, really opening up that chest girdle. My phone's going off again. I'm gonna have to go grab it. Spinning around, bringing both of your arms behind you. Nice, gentle stretch. Big inhale to the chin. So really extend that chin out and bring your arms that counterpoint. Very good. And release. I'm going to go and turn this off really quick. Many alarms on my phone. It's so funny. All right, we just finished our arms. We're gonna do a little bit of side bend here. Big inhale, and then go ahead and side bend over, really stretching that serratus anterior, and back to center. Other side, nice and straight, and then go ahead and just pull yourself up and over, getting that side body, and then back to center again. Very good. Now we're going to focus on our abs. We're going to imagine that there is that tiny little zipper that is at the bottom of our pelvis. So we're going to go ahead and zip our pelvis up, starting at the bottom, really bringing our mind to that area, that region, contracting whatever we can contract. When we get to our belly button, buttoning our belly button to our spine, imagining that there's this tight rubber band, tight corset wrapped around our midsection, and then we're gonna pull ourselves in, right? And hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and relax out. We'll do that 2 more times. Grab that zipper at the base of your spine. Go ahead and zip everything up. Make sure that you're nice and contracted, buttoning that belly button to the spine. Imagining that tight corset wrapped around your midsection, and then pull yourself in, and hold for 1, 2, 3, balloons, 4, and 5. Okay, go ahead and relax. Last time on the abs here. Grab that zipper at the bottom. Really get your mental state connected to that region. Contract up. Really make sure that that base, your pelvis, that lower pelvis is nice and supported before you button your belly button to your spine. Imagining that there's that tight corset wrapped around, and then pull your entire midsection in 1, 2, 3 times. And then we're gonna hold it for 1, 2, 3. It's a totally different experience when you close your eyes and you really get connected to your body doing that, and release. That way you get all those little muscle fibers, all those little ligaments and tendons that you didn't even know that were there, and you just try to grip all of it with the fascia. So really important to keep our core nice and straight, especially and strong rather, especially to support our low back. Okay, so now we're going to transition from our sitting to our standing posture. Oh my gosh, this alarm's on my phone. Hey, A1, thank you so much for coming in and sharing the live. This, hello, Baba. Hello, Arisa. My phone. So I've been updating my phone. And so I got a new phone, and so I've been updating it and all the alarms. So hold on one second. I think I solved the problem now because I just lowered the volume, so we'll see how it goes. So normally I do transition from sitting to standing, but we'll just kind of go into this standing already. All right, so go ahead and lock in those abs. So lock in that core. Remember that lower core. Make sure that it's nice and zipped up. Button that belly button to the spine. Imagine that your midsection is kind of pulling you in. We're going to go up and down for some squats. So our feet are going to be about hip width apart, making sure that your knees don't go past your toes. And we're going to go up and down, but really contract all in here and up, and then push up with your glutes. So really contracting in. Big inhale. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it down. Tiny pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale up. And then also really notice the distinction between left and right. So I could really feel like I was dominating with my left side, my right side wasn't even present. So really pay attention to that. Up and down calves for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. Very good. On your tippy toes, getting a nice stretch in and relax down. Okay, we're going to go inhale, back to our squat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down. Tiny pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way up on those toes again. Down, up, down, up, down, up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it up. Woo. Hold it up for some good balance. And exhale down. And inhale. Go back into your squats. Third round. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Hold it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up to those tippy toes and down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold it up again. And exhale down. Shake it out. Okay, we're going to do our sides. Go ahead and shift your weight to your right or your left. Left arm or opposing arm is going to be nice and straight. Then tippy toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Arm nice and stretched. All that side body. Go ahead, move, shift that weight to the left for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Oh my gosh, the phone again. I can't even believe it. Big inhale and exhale. Big inhale and exhale. Big inhale. Right, we're going to go ahead and go to our 90-degree angle, and we're going to hold at that 90 degrees, really engaging your calves, engaging your abs, not letting them just all hang out. Keep it all in. Exhale down halfway. So just allow your body to comfortably and naturally fall. Big inhale, roll back up. I did think about the movement there. Exhale to the top, right? Big inhale one more time. In 90 degrees on the exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Roll. So we just did a little bit of a flow there. One last time. Big inhale. Exhale to that 90 degrees. Inhale. Exhale. I can go ahead and roll all the way up. I think I got my breath all mixed up, but you get the right idea. Me and this phone are like the antithesis, because now it started again. So I got it, like I said, I got a new phone, and I've been setting it up. When I first plugged it in, it said it was going to take 5 days to be able to sync. And so that 5 days became 3 days, which became 16 hours, 10 hours, and now we're at 9 hours. So it's been on for probably about six hours. So anywho, we're gonna move on to the meditation portion. So go ahead and get comfortable really quick. I'm really hoping the alarm stopped now. Okay, so meditation, we're going to do a Kundalini style meditation. And so if you are new to, hey Laura, good to see you. Sorry, I've got a million screens up. Anywho, if you're new to Kundalini meditation, it's a combination of mantra, mudra, and breath. What is mantra? It's what we say. So in this case, our mantra is going to be Sat Nam. Truth is my identity. Identity is my truth. And in our mudra is our hand position. So we're going to go into a steeple. If you're female presenting, left thumb over right, male presenting right thumb over left. Or if you want to work on feminine, masculine, whatever you prefer. Big steeple, nice, strong, yet relaxed, and long side bodies. And then we're going to inhale up, Sat, and we're going to hold our root lock, which is our rectum, our sex organs, and our belly button to our spine. So we're going to hold that and then release out Nam. Release everything. So it's Sat, pull everything up and in, and then relax out Nam. One more time, Sat, pull everything up and in, and then relax. So we'll start doing that. We'll do that for about 3 minutes, and then we'll move into our Har meditation, which is like this, right? Eye gaze for our Satnam is going to be eyes closed. Oh my gosh, this phone is like horrible. So eyes are going to be closed, and we're going to be looking at our third eye. And then for our prosperity meditation, eyes are going to be closed, but 10% slant, looking at the tip of our nose. So not quite closed, but almost barely closed. So All right, we'll get it going here. All right, so I will tune us in. Tuning us in helps us to really connect in with our higher self. It's all frequency. And so I'll tune in. If you're familiar with our tuning in Kundalini, you are welcome to join us. Otherwise, go ahead and listen in. Go right into our Satnam. So grab your steeple, left or right, arms nice and tall by your side bodies. We're going to come up, big inhale, Sat, pull everything up and in, exhale out, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Set, no. 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 Set. Set, 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 no, set, no, set, set, no, set, 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 numb, set, numb. Feels about a minute left. Keep it going. Set, numb, set, numb, set, numb, set, set, numb, set. Set, 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 hold your set. And your breath. Exhale. Inhale, Sat. Hold that root lock. And exhale. And inhale, Sat. One more time. And exhale, release with intention. Now we're going to move into our prosperity. Remember, eye gaze is going to be closed. Tiny slit. Looking at the tip of your nose, right? And begin, big inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Heart, 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 heart. Keep it going. Act almost as your abdomen is a pump. So when you say your hars, make sure you kind of pull in from the midsection. Heart, 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 heart. Building that personal power, self-worth, self-love, self-acceptance, self-truth, self-identity, bringing it in, keep it going. Heart, 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 heart. About a minute left. Heart, 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 heart. Big inhale, nice and slow, all the way to the top. My phone is going crazy over there. It's like one alarm after another. Hold at that top. Build that tension. Don't release it too soon. And then slowly connect your exhale out, putting your hands in a little cup, receiving all of the good things of prosperity, abundance, love, support, encouragement, all the things that you need today. These alarms are going to drive me insane. That's the abundance and prosperity that I'm receiving. Exactly. Yes, it does. So that's because we need to tone our nervous system. So, Laura, if it makes you dizzy, just put something like a cover over your head. It just means your nervous system is not toned. When the Kundalini energy goes up to the top of your head, it's kind of, for lack of a better term, kind of leaking out. So if you cover your head, it'll actually feel better. You'll feel more grounded. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy if you just grab a scarf and throw it over your head. I had that problem for many times. I actually got vertigo from doing a meditation. And I didn't even know it. And so, and I was doing it every single day, and it was giving me the spins. And then I learned, oh, wait a second, my nervous system's not toned. All right, so now we're going to move into the journaling portion of our morning flow. So first things first, I'm going to turn off this crazy alarm that's like got a mind of its own again. I apologize for the interruption. So go ahead and grab your journal, and we're going to really begin to kind of greet the day. So as you grab your journal and you start to reflect, greet the day. What are you feeling? What are you thinking? What is your thoughts? I thought I did, but I don't think I did. So, all right. So how are we greeting our day? What's coming up for us? How do we want to spend our day? What do we want to feel? How do we want to experience my day? So let me connect in. Remember, you've got your journals. So so as we do this process of scripting, right, I give myself permission to have an enjoyable day, to have a peaceful day, to have a productive day, to have a sweet day, to have a nurturing day, to have a loving day. Yeah, that's definitely really up for me, wanting to be nurtured, wanting to be supported. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw that into myself as I begin to create that feeling and that sensation from within. So you can use a tool like journaling to really define clearly what emotional experience you want to have. Remember, we are human beings having a human experience. And so part of having that human emotions we want to feel today, appreciated. And these are all the feelings that I have within myself internally, right? So I'm not depending on anyone, anything, any situation, circumstance, or event external of myself to make me feel that way. I am a sovereign being. And what does that mean, being a sovereign being? That means that I can self-generate. And I know people are like, no, I don't want to self-generate. Unfortunately, human beings are fallible. And so part of the liberation is accepting that you can't necessarily trust anyone because we're all fallible, right? And you can't expect anything from anyone because we're all fallible, right? And so when we begin to remove our expectations and we begin to remove our all or nothing trust mechanisms, right? Because when we have to have trust of other people, unfortunately, it makes us depend on other people, right? So if they do good to our liking, then we feel safe. But if they don't do good to our liking, then we don't. Right? We're human beings having a human experience. So in order to prevent disappointment, right? In order to prevent, resentment, that's what we go to. So yes, exactly. Yeah, that positive and negative journal is so key. So if we get our trash journal and our treasure journal, so as you're journaling, if any kind of trashy things come up, and what are trashy things? Trashy things are limiting beliefs. I can't, I won't, I shouldn't, this isn't going to happen for me. I'm just not, it's not possible. Any of the resistance, the doubt, any of those things, hey, Auntie Mandy, any of those things that hold us back from really being liberated, from really being our true authentic self. Because remember, it takes courage to be our true authentic self, because we have to let go of all of those false beliefs and all of those concepts that people have of us. And we really have to be brave, right? Have to, right? We don't have to do anything, but we choose to be brave in our conviction of our authenticity, right? So as we do that, we're going to have thoughts and feelings that come up, and our job is to sift and sort and filter them, and journaling is a great way that we can do that. As we organize it, our trash, all the beautiful things that we want to create, like our day of support, encouragement, and enlightenment, all the things, versus our limiting beliefs. We can't have that. You won't have that. Don't you know who you are? All of those situations. As we fill up our trash journal, once we get to the completion, like our trash journal is wherever, whatever we're going to do, please don't litter. And so, as we are, discarding it in a respectful and ethical way, we are able to release all of those, because it's trash. We don't have to keep, regurgitating that information. We've heard it probably a billion times. And that's a practice of releasing and letting go. And surrendering in. And so we accept more in. So as we let go, hey Ansley, as we let go of the negative, we take on more of the positive. We have the courage to be authentic. We have the courage to be our true selves and our true nature. And so there's this balance that exists. It's polarity. It's this light. It's this dark. And we can kind of play in both of those worlds. So kind of interesting, kind of fun, all the things. So we're just going to finish up our journaling. Remember, we're creating our day. My day is one of support and enlightenment, encouragement and serenity. And I already feel like it's already going on. It's already, I can feel that kinetic energy from within going in and doing its thing. And so we are creators from within. We're creating our world. We just have to decide what it is that we want. So journaling provides a central focus for us to be able to do that. So our minds aren't scattered all over the place. Now, if our minds are scattered and they're wandering, so let's say they go here and then they're there, bing, 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 just allow it to go. We're in a little bit of a boot camp with our thoughts and our minds. And so try not to fix it, change it, make anything different or control it. Just allow and observe it, because it's got some things to say. As you begin to slow down, you're going to be more aware and more acutely aware of what's going on. If you're on YouTube and you put something in the chat, I apologize, I cannot see you today. My phone is doing its thing, and so I have to use my backup stream, so I can only see one chat box at the same time. So without, leaps and bounds. So we are going to start planning our day now, so transitioning in. So finish up your last little bit of thoughts and feelings and ideas and perceptions. Of course, you can always continue on and then do your day planning, or you can follow along. So whatever works best for you. So I have, not to be obnoxious, but I have a separate book for my day plan. And so I look at that, and I also have it digitally. So I will look at my day plan and I will decide kind of how my day goes. But the first thing I'm going to work on and prioritize is myself, right? Because I've conditioned myself previously, or I've been conditioned previously in a previous life, to people please and give to everyone else and neglect myself. So part of my newfound conditioning, or my solidified conditioning, is to think of myself first. And so I think of my water first. I think of my food first. So I plan those things. Let me turn this down just a hair. Ooh, there we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to plan my meals. I'm going to look at what I'm going to eat: breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snack. Remember, beginning with my protein sources: lean first, chicken breast, turkey breast, white fish, lentils, quinoa, kidney beans, black beans, however you prefer. Finally, my husband's awake, so now he can catch the alarm. We're going to grab our protein and kind of decide how we're going to go. About 20 to 40 grams of protein per meal. So chicken breast has about 30 grams of protein per 4 ounces, just to give you an idea. Then it kind of goes from there: 25 with turkey, 20 with fish, and then about 10 with quinoa, 8 around lentils, and then it pretty much bottoms out around 8. So there you go. So having that in mind and beginning that process of being in flow and vibration with your food, because otherwise, if you don't plan your food, you're going to just go through your day. Blood sugar is going to plummet, anxiety is going to go up. We don't want that, because then you're going to feel all wobbly. So we don't want you to feel that way. So we're going to make sure that we prioritize our protein to stabilize our blood sugar and to help support our various different organ systems. All right, so we've got that going for us. Now we're going to have all of our complex carbohydrates, our fruits and our veggies. So go ahead and put those in to your meal plan for the day. If you've already prepped, you're looking pretty. Now move on to how you're going to chunk your day. We do typically do this as the beginning of the day, then the middle as you're working, whether you are partitioning your time between work and home, or you're just focused on home, or you're just focused on work, whatever the case may be. I don't recommend you just focus on work. However, some people, that's where they are in the journey, and they've got 85-90% work and maybe 10-15% personal, and so eventually we'll kind of balance that out. But again, this is a flow. It's not about forcing ourselves. ourselves. It's not about punishing ourselves. It's not about judging ourselves. It's just a matter of observing what we do and looking at the resistance behind it and what's comfortable and what's easy and what works. So no judgments here. Hey, Tata Kisses, good to see you this morning. All right, cool. So we've got our day plan in the middle of our day. What are we doing? So we've got these different buckets. I've got a marketing bucket, I have a finance bucket, I have a human resources bucket. So I have all these different buckets, and I've got these, admin tasks. I've got these things clinical that I have to do. And so I have it structured in my time and in my day to be able to do that after I have planned my meals. And so hopefully the journaling that you did is going to align really nicely with your day plan, where you've really set that intention and that feeling. And so as you're planning your day, you should be getting a lot of inspired action, right? But it could possibly be happening where you're having more inspired action and you're going, oh yeah, let me get that, let me get that, let me get that. Again, it's more into a flow, especially because we did that Kundalini meditation, and then really bringing in that prosperity and abundance. So prosperity and abundance isn't just in like a financial, it can be in ideas, it can be in creativity, it can be in energy, it can be in inspiration. So really prosperity and abundance and all those good things can be all sorts of things. So as you go along in the process, as you're toning your nervous system, it should become easier to access this prefrontal cortex, which is your logic, your reason, your voice, your decision making, so that it's going to be easy. So your schedule just kind of rolls off and it just goes, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh yeah, I'm going to get that done. Oh yeah, that's going to get done. Oh yeah. And also the experience of it, right, should almost feel effortless, no resistance. And so when we come up against resistance, hang up emotional response that we have going on. So thank you so much, Tana Kisses, for the roses. I appreciate that. All right, so there we go. We've got our day planned. We've got everything going in our day. We know what we're going to get accomplished. And then our evening, right, we're going to structure, remember, our beginning, our middle, and our end of the day. And our end of the day is our wind down. So just like with morning flow, we choose 4 things for our wind up. We're going to do 4 things for our wind down. Eventually, I'll get into an evening flow and kind of show you how that goes. But usually in the evening, we're going to recap our day. We're going to look at all the things that need to still get done, right? Yay, balloons, I love it. Look at the things that need to get done and carry that over, right? Then we're going to forgive ourselves. Yay, I love it. Makes me happy with the balloons. We're going to forgive ourselves, love ourselves, accept ourselves, and show ourselves compassion. And so then we just kind of release everything out. And release the day into the day, and then it's kind of done. So thinking about that, we've kind of set that intention and that tone for the day. Then we've got our working part of our day, which we're about to get into, and then we recap and our end of our day to close out our day. And so it makes each day independent and complete, but also too progressive, where each day is kind of moving and building into the next energetically. So that's kind of how we start to play with our time and have fun with our time and begin to utilize our time to the greatest potential, right? So a lot of times people can get into time conversations, right? Hey, healthy, time conversations. I don't have enough time. Or money conversations. I don't have enough money, right? Well, time and money, right, both can be recreated, right? Meaning that we can expand. There's sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, wow, it's an abundance of time or money, right? And other times it's like, what happened, right? And so there's this open expression, free expression, high energy, right? And then there's this closed, unsure, fearful, reluctant energy, right? So but this is a protective posture usually when we have to close ourselves. So if we are in a protection of any sort, right, out of fear or lack or whatever, then we're going to contract, and it's going to make it more difficult because there's a resistance there. The resistance sometimes being, I'm not enough, I can't do this. I had an inspiration yesterday to do a conversation on failure. So next week, I think I'm going to do a lesson on failure, or maybe I'll do it on Saturday. I don't know. Anywho, tonight is a special event at 8 p.m. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Dr. Erica Steele. I'm a board-certified naturopathic doctor. I hold 7 degrees in my field, and they're all in the natural healthcare space. Tonight, we'll be talking about the state of public health, and so we'll be talking about Casey Means' appointment. We'll be talking about RFK's Maha agenda. We'll be talking about a little bit of politics. We'll be talking about all the kind of things at 8 p.m. really about public health and information that you should know, just so you can see the forest from the trees, because not everything that glitters is gold, as we know. And so it's important to have full disclosure when we go to even medical conferences and we listen to speakers. We actually, the speakers, the doctors will tell us on the screen who they're being paid by and who they're being paid for and all of that stuff, because there's an ethical standard. So we'll talk about some of the ethics and some of the questionable ethics that's going on, in our public health sector right now. So we'll be doing that 8 o'clock tonight. I'm really excited about it. I've been doing all my research for it and pulling it together. So it's been good. It's been an enjoyable experience. So we'll be doing that 8 p.m. tonight. Naturally, morning flow is 6 a.m. Monday through Friday. So I'll see you tomorrow for that. Our intro to holistic medicine class, we are in our break. I think we have like a week and a half left of our break. I'll also be releasing out probably tomorrow, it's already been uploaded, to Decolonize Your Healthcare, my conversation with Dana Ullman, who's an international homeopath. So I'll be releasing that on Decolonize Your Healthcare podcast. Thank you, babe. And so that'll be a great conversation you can listen to about homeopathy, a little bit about politics too. Dana's a big RFK fan. I would say Dana really tries to look for the silver lining of everything. No, we haven't started the detox class yet. It starts in about a week and a half. That's Intro to Holistic Medicine 2. So I'll be sending information out. It's kind of been, I know it's only Wednesday, but it's kind of been a busy week. So I'll get some information out definitely by Friday for the class that starts up. No, not at all. We're still on our break, and we're still kind of, I'm trying to get some other content out right now, like content that's just kind of been like sitting there for a while. Like I recorded, my podcast and stuff like that. Like, so while I was traveling in New York, I did also another podcast with a guy about vitamin D. I've been just meaning to have these conversations because they're so important. And so I wanted to get some other content out and before we start the detox class. But I'm really excited about the detox class actually, because I think you're really going to begin to understand the depth of understanding of this. And as we'll talk about tonight, it's so important for you to have a level of understanding about your body and how your body works. Because there's unfortunately just a flood of novices rolling into the field, and people that just, have high hopes and aspirations, but don't necessarily have the qualifications to back it. And so, there's a lot of nuance and texture, and your body gives you all these messages and signals. And just based off of our conditioning in our healthcare system, we tend to ignore and neglect and not think about, the things that are, plaguing us. I mean, even just think with the nutritional assessment questionnaire, how many of those questions and answers were pretty surprising. And that's all just symptoms of nutrient deficiencies. So in our intro 1 class, we went over nutrient deficiencies and filled out a questionnaire to go over all of the different symptoms that one can have just based off of nutrients that the body actually needs. And so as the body goes nutrient depleted because of the food supply or because of what the person's eating or digestion, assimilation, or damage to the GI tract, then the body can't take on energy. So then metabolic function goes down, meaning the system can't get the energy that it needs in order to detoxify. So then toxins build into the system. So we'll be talking about all those toxins in our next course. We'll be talking about mold, we'll be talking about chemicals, we'll be talking about metals, we'll be talking about all those things. We'll also be doing a detox questionnaire, so you'll see kind of which organs, are screaming in your body. Hey Chloe, welcome in. And so we'll be doing that, our subjective analysis, and then we'll be focusing in more on our urine to look at our oxidative stress and our antioxidants, and also bowel transit time as well. And I actually am going to throw in a stomach acid. So I know I get excited with these at-home tests, but they really give us so much valuable information about ourselves. And that's really been my vision with practice at this point, is giving people the information and the education that they need, and providing them informed consent so that they have choice. And that's with all healthcare practices. I don't care what it is. Every single healthcare practice that you consume as a healthcare consumer, you should be provided proper informed consent. And so what is that? Having all of the information in terms of what it could possibly be, what the hypothesis is, why you validate the hypothesis, what the treatments are, what the known side effects or reactions to those treatments are, and what alternatives are available. So it's important for you to get a vast understanding of your body. I know a lot of times people resist it because of the complexity, but it's really, really important, especially as we go into this new millennia of health and public health and wellness and all the things where it's kind of predatory, unfortunately. So here we are. All right, so definitely check my class out tonight at 8 p.m. Hopefully my phone will cooperate. If not, I'll be seeing you here. We'll be, going through. I like the interface with StreamYard much better because the slides are just easier to maneuver and that kind of thing. But we'll see how all of it goes with that. So awesome. Well, I hope that everyone is prepared, ready to go, just open, awe-inspired to take on your day. I know I am. Thank you for joining me for Morning Flow, where every single morning, at least Monday through Friday, that is, we start the day with some movement. We continue on with meditation, Kundalini meditation to build that energy, then some journaling to release, restore, and build. And then lastly, we plan our day. So we set the intention of our day. So instead of being at the effect of our day, we're actually creating and causing our day. So having a good day is a choice. It's an opportunity. It's something that you can create every single day. Even if today turns out to be just a total-ish show, you can always restart tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I'm going to jump off now. We did the thing. I will see you guys later this evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the state of public health and why you should be concerned about what's going on and all the ethical ramifications. And I'll really break it down for you guys so you have an understanding of what's happening, because it's complex. Everything in healthcare is pretty complex. That's partially why I have amassed the education that I have, is because being so young and going into this field and going, oh my gosh, yes, it's Eastern Standard Time. I remember, when I was just kind of getting out of clinicals, that's when the ACA first came out, and it was just a nightmare, because before then we were told insurances are supposed to be the most amazing thing ever. So then the ACA came, and there were some good things that came out of the ACA. It wasn't all bad, but it definitely was not great, So, I then went back for my MPH to try to understand the healthcare system, which would later help me in legislation and lobbying in public health. And so, yeah, it's interesting to see now, that I left all of that because I got so disillusioned and so just saddened by politics. I'm not even though I'm good at it, I'm not. I don't like it. It's not a ethical situation, and that doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon. It just seems like the hands are changing. Like same kind of shenanigans, but the hands change. So we'll talk more about that tonight, and I'll break it down for you in a way that isn't we're not getting any tinfoil hats or anything crazy. So it'll be very easy to understand what's happening and what's going on. And so I look forward to sharing all the things because I've been in the field for so long and watched people and seen people and all the things. So, all right, everyone, have an amazing day. It's going to be so weird to now have to do this in a different way, but I will see everyone later. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye, IG. See you later. All right, perfect. And then